Welcome, everybody. It definitely
You are now muted.
Go time. And, you know, it's rare that people are in the right place at the right time. And if you're listening to this webinar, it means you have some serious goals for both not only time freedom, but financial freedom, or what Eddie and I often call peace of mind. You know, it's interesting how many people I talk to that are in pain, searching for a legacy royalty income. And it's rare, really, really rare, that you're in the right place at the right time. Because what I've seen is in other companies, it's so typical for the blind to be leading the blind, with people being frustrated, wasting big time in their time and financial resources. That's not the case here. We are so committed to your success to the point that we invest the time to give you 21st century tools to make your duplication easier. Now think about that. You know, it takes time to understand the company, the compensation plan, the products, how to speak to people. So with our tools and our systems, all you have to do is send an email of the recordings that we do, just like the one you're going to see today. So with that being said, nobody better than to explain this summer of sizzle that's going to make 2014 the beginning of the rest of your life the way it should be. So with that, Colli, let me turn it over to you.
Now, following this presentation, we're going to go right into a comp plan training. But before we do that, Sandy, please share your experiences with this opportunity and what you want folks to know about the opportunity.
Thank you again, Colli, for your exquisite presentation, as always. You know, just to recap, I'm going to assume there are people listening to this that are guests on the line, or possibly brand new, maybe even what I refer to as virgins, meaning they've never done network marketing before. So, you know, when you talk to people in the profession, everybody tells you they've got the best company, the best comp plan, the best owners, the best products. The reality is numbers don't lie. And I always say, if you want to predict the future, just look at the past. And it's amazing when I do three-ways, how many people that are already involved in a company have no clue about their founder's background, about understanding their compensation plan. And it's shocking that there are some companies I've recently really researched that require, ready for this, 9 leaders frontline to 11 leaders frontline to get to what would be equivalent to our 500K that we could actually do with 3 teams of people with this volume-based plan. Now, look at the past. XANGO has created every record in the profession. And they did it without a customer program. They did it without Nothing Beats Free. They did it without ADP rewards. But the key is the products and the science behind the products are so strong, and the founders have committed to an actuarial 50% payout, not up to or as much as. And as Colli shared with you, there's even public companies. And of course, Mr. Google is my best friend. And you can research these public companies that will actually reveal their actuarial payout, even though they say we pay up to or as much as 59% or 62%. The actuarial payout is somewhere between 28 to 32% compared to our actuarial 50% payout. So every month, without exaggeration, about 200 companies in network marketing launch every single month. So if you were a gambling person and possibly lived in Vegas, what are your odds of that company succeeding? It's almost like getting hit by lightning on the same day, twice in the same place. Those are the odds. So if you're looking for a legacy income, which is so rare, and an income that will provide a royalty globally, not just in America or Canada, but we're talking about in 43 countries, you have just hit pay dirt. And, you know, it's interesting, Colli, in the comp plan training, you're going to go over dynamic compression, which most people have really no comprehension of. And when you understand that, yes, we are a 9-level unilevel, but as you build your team, you're going to have people on your 10th level, on your 20th level, and like Colli and I on our 200th plus level. In any other company, if you're not eligible for the income, let's say you're only eligible, you're just starting with maybe you've got 4 or 5 levels of income that you are eligible to earn. Everything below that you've created, all that hard work, breaks to the company. It's something that nobody ever talks about because they don't want you to understand what you're losing, and the company is actually counting on your failure to put money in their bank account. In XANGO, if you're not eligible yet to receive those levels, whether you're only eligible for 5 levels or 9 levels or 50 levels, every penny at the end of every month goes to the independent business owners. Nothing breaks to the company. This is so huge. I mean, I honestly don't know of anything that even comes close, and you tie that to a volume-based plan compared, I mean, think about it. Colli shared with you the first decade what XANGO created, the fastest growing company, and we did it with structure. As of June 1, we have no more structure. It's only team-based. You know, and I don't know about you, but, you know, there are times that I've sponsored somebody, sadly, who became a dud, who sponsored a dud, who sponsored a dud, who sponsored a dud. And somewhere on my 6th level or my 10th level, whatever, somebody went to work. In this new volume-based plan, it doesn't even matter if the people that you personally sponsored aren't doing anything or even ordering. It is beyond belief. And to put 5% on the 9th level, because if you understand geometric progression and you want to build a serious legacy income, the deeper you go, the bigger it gets. So when Colli talks about the compensation plan training, watch it. You don't have to be able to explain it in the beginning, but you have to understand the concept. And if you can copy and paste, you can appear and have the posture of a multi-million-dollar earner by forwarding our tools that we give you. So yes, XANGO is totally unique. And remember this, to get to 500K, which is a multi-million-dollar income, you don't have to have 9 or 11 or 13 frontline monsters as you do in other companies. And Colli shared the new pools. I mean, think about it. Pools for the entry-level people who become a 1K. What's a 1K? It's just $1,000 in volume, and some customers Now, the first 10 years, we didn't even have a customer program. And look what we've created. And I think what's amazing with over the 100 members of the $1 Million Club, 30% of them started out as customers. And they had such amazing results with the products that they were compelled to share them with others. So, is timing right for you? I can tell you this. If you're coachable, if you're determined, if you're disciplined, we can almost guarantee your results. So, Colli, thank you again for everything that you do to make it so easy for people to build their teams. Thank you, dear.
Well, thank you, Sandy. And it is easy now. I can finally say it's easy. I've always thought it was easy compared to other things I've done in my life. I used to be a telephone installer. I climbed telephone poles. I would, in Phoenix, Arizona, when it would be 120, 125, 130 out, I'd have to climb into an attic with insulation. And the attic was 170, 180, and fish a wall. You don't have to do that anymore because the health hazards are crazy, but that was hard work. All I do is share products and an opportunity with people because I love it. I love our products. I love our opportunity. I simply share them, and I get paid to do it. And it's never been easier than before, or never been as easy as it is now with our bold compensation plan. Sandy, I would love for you, I know you talked a lot about the compensation plan before we even get started, but this really is our X factor, right? And this really is, it's just math like you said, but if you could just share some more about our compensation plan and about what you've seen in the industry and how you think it compares to what our competition has.
Oh, absolutely, Colli. And again, thank you so much for really going what a friend of mine calls behind the curtain. In other words, in most network marketing companies, they never, ever, ever give you the details of every facet of the compensation plan, because if you really knew what was behind the curtain, you probably would not join that company. But just to back up a little bit, we really haven't emphasized enough the huge tax advantages of a home-based business that you are not eligible for as an employee, but as an independent business owner. As long as you remain a member of XANGO, you can actually legally put aside $300 to $500 every single month of legitimate business expenses. And the only requirement that the government has are two. One is that you have to intend to be profitable. Well, if you're on this call listening, you're obviously wanting to be profitable. The second is that you only have to work your home-based business 7 to 10 hours a week with documentation. So with that being said, I want you to truly understand when Colli talks about drive your own dream or the lifestyle bonuses, there is no one in the industry, and I really, as Colli does, study compensation plans. No one comes close to giving a drive your own dream lifestyle bonus with only $10,000 in total team volume with 3 personals, and you can do that within 2 legs or 3 legs. An extra $400 a month. That's in addition to everything else. And, of course, you don't have to get a car. Other companies force you to get a lease, which has created major problems in the industry. So if you have an existing car that you like, you use that. If you want to get a motorcycle or a boat, or you want to use it for a mortgage payment or for college expenses for your kid, the only thing the company asks is that if you get a vehicle or a toy, that you send them a photograph for the website. So that is huge at $10,000 in volume. And, Colli has also emphasized the rapid advancement bonuses. Now, remember, our first wave in XANGO, the first 10 years, we didn't have all this stuff, and we still broke every record. So the rapid advancement bonuses, how did they come to determine that time frame, 180 days for 20Ks and the Premier and the 100K and the 200K, et cetera? It's all based on history, because if you want to predict the future, look at the past. So we reached those levels of achievement in exactly the time frame that they're offering this to you, and yet you have all these advantages that we didn't have the first 10 years. So this is really huge. And when you look at the XANGO Comp Plan, there's no hype, there's no lies. I remember meeting what I call the boys, now almost 12 years ago, and they looked us straight in the eye because I asked, how committed are you to this actuarial 50% payout? Not up to or as much as everybody else in the industry, but actually paying out the true 50%. So at the end of the month, there's no breakage to go to the corporate bank account instead of to us. And I know that, there's a lot of hype, and lies on the internet. And people say, oh, you can make $23,000.16 in your first 30 days. Who in the world believes this stuff? And if you do, you probably still believe in the tooth fairy. But think about this. As a 1K, just a 1K, $1,000 in volume and a minimum of 3 people, doesn't matter whether they're just customers and they want to build a business. Let's say the average income is a little over $200 a month. It comes to about $230 a month. And I know that doesn't sound like a whole lot of money. However, let's talk numbers, because numbers don't lie. For you to earn every month an extra $230 a month, that means you'd have to have $55,000 in the bank at 5% interest, if you could even get 5% interest. So look at a 5K. Average income, about $900, maybe a little less. $900 a month. Again, you're not going to buy probably an Audi or although you could probably buy an Audi or Mercedes for $860 a month. But in order to earn that equates to about $10,000 a year, but you'd have to have over $200,000 in the bank earning income. Now, this is huge, guys. Just at these beginning leadership ranks, the 1K and the 5K, having in the bank somewhere between $55,000 to $200,000 in the bank. Now, to me, that's overwhelming. And we can almost guarantee your success. Again, if you're coachable, if you're disciplined, if you're passionate, you become a product of the product, and you just share it with everybody that you come in contact with. And not everybody's open to the business. So even though they need it, they probably want it, they should be open to the business, but everyone should be open to better health. Because once you pass 40, the hard reality is the majority of your quality years are already behind you. So the only way you can live longer thriving instead of with disease is to do what needs to be done and fall in love with the project. So, thank you again, Colli, for the simplicity of your explanation. And there's nothing hidden here. Everything that you've seen, and understand, understand the whole process, but you're not expected to verbally explain it to anyone. If you can copy and paste, you can also become a member of the $1 Million Club. So, Colli, thank you again for all you do. Back to you.
Thank you so much, and we are on the home stretch. This super, super Saturday, you are getting it all, folks. When we do a Super Saturday at a hotel, we usually rent the hotel for the whole day. So oftentimes we'll do an opportunity meeting in the morning, and then we'll break for lunch, and we'll meet with the guests who just came to take a look at the business, which most stay for the training, because, of course, if you're really looking at a business, you don't just want to see kind of an overview of the opportunity. You want to know. You want to know the compensation plan, how you're going to get paid. Because if you were going to take a job, you would definitely know, are you getting paid hourly or salary, and how many hours a week you're going to work. You don't take a job unless you know what you're going to get paid and what you have to do to get paid that, and what you have to continue to do to keep from getting fired and losing that income. So it's important. The other thing that's important is understanding the best way to maximize those profits and to get started. So we're going to talk about that. So that's all I have for you. That is, you got the entire Super Saturday. But once again, Sandy, I would like to turn time over to you to add to this getting started and any recommendations that you have when you start a new distributor. And also, well, no, let's start with that. And then I see a lot of questions in the Q&A box. So if you have not yet had a chance to ask a question that you want to, please put it in the Ask a Question box in the upper left-hand corner. Many of the questions are about where to get recordings and stuff, so I'll show them that. But first, I'd like you to share a little bit more about how you get new distributors started.
Absolutely, Colli. And I think, especially for brand new people, we have to assume that they're not coming into XANGO with the skills that they need to explain anything. But there has to be a level of belief that's unshakable, that they're in the right place at the right time, with the right company, with the right partners. Once they have that unshakable belief, then they just have to plug into the trainings and the systems and the tools, because I don't care whether you're a carpenter or a pharmacist or a school teacher or a realtor or a nail tech, it doesn't matter. There is always a learning curve. And if you are meeting the requirements of the IRS, you're spending at least an hour a day. So plugging into what you need to learn, in my opinion, is critical. So there's the first 30 days is your excitement. There's a saying, ignorance on fire is better than knowledge on ice. You're excited. You've ordered your product. You're trying everything. You're if you don't have a story, use somebody else's story. But that first 48 hours, doing your 48-hour assignment, and check with your upline team mentors. They'll get you that. And then the first 30 days are critical to get as much product in people's hands, whether it's like Seinfeld, are they product worthy? And if not, have them pay for it. For goodness sakes, sometimes if you don't have them pay for it, they won't even take the product, even though you gifted it to them. So make sure that first 30 days you are exposing people to either the product. In other words, what are you looking for? You're looking for people who are either looking for better health or more money or both. And then you want to get them some information, or you want to get them a product sample. Real simple. And then once they've got that, you send them an email with all the details of that particular product that they're interested in, whether it's product or business, and then you get them on the phone with your upline. I mean, it can't get easier than that, because your upline team members are investing in your success. And truly, no one is going to be left behind. Absolutely no one. If you're consistent, if you're committed to your personal and professional growth. And I'm hoping Colli is going to talk a little bit about a new tool that we'll be launching before the end of the month, because if you're committed to growing personally and professionally, think about it. Do the 500Ks have a different product line? Do the premiers have a different compensation plan? it's a level playing field. So when you look at people who are achieving the success you want, you have to say to yourself, okay, where am I weak? What do I need to do so that I can improve to be able to create and work with the team that I need to create? Because we're all born with a millionaire gene. So that beginning, I'd say 30, 60, 90 days is critical to be in action and activities. And it's not just reading the books and listening to the CDs, but it's learning how to ask questions, how to approach people. And we teach that. So we're going to assume you have no clue what to do, you have no clue what to say. And we're going to teach you how to do all of that. And I'm really pretty hard on people now, Colli, because, you know, none of us have any time to waste. None of us are getting any younger. And you want to find just 3 to 5 committed people who are willing to do whatever it takes, because you don't have to be smart to do this. But you do have to be coachable. You do have to be committed to doing something about your business every single day, and give accountability to your sponsor and to your upline mentor. And, of course, these webinars are recorded, and even premiers and above, you know, they don't say, oh, I was on that webinar 3 weeks ago, and I heard it all. Yeah? Okay. Until you're able to repeat it, then it means you have to re-listen and re-listen and reread until you develop the skills so that you can attract the quality of the people. Because we're not in the convincing business, even though we know people who need better health. We know people who need more money. And according to Harry Dent Jr., who's a Harvard MBA economist, who's never been wrong in his predictions, pretty scary, but he said the worst is yet to come. He's predicting unemployment to go to 25%. He's predicting another real estate crash. And he also predicted that the Plan B, or your safety net, is building a network marketing business. Remember those numbers. Just earning an extra $860 a month is equivalent to having $200,000 in the bank. Remember that. Less than $1,000 a month every month that anybody can create if you do the right things is like having $200,000 in the month. So plug into what we're teaching, because unlike, and I'm sad to say this, but there are people in the industry making millions of dollars a year teaching you what to do. But guess what? They don't do it. Really different when you're learning from people who actually do every day what they teach. So stay within your XANGO family. You don't have to go outside and spend hundreds or thousands of dollars with the, quote, gurus who might have been one-shot wonders and who teach and charge but don't do. If they were that good, they would be creating monster businesses. So hopefully everyone will have a happy holiday weekend, and do whatever you need to do to listen to CDs in the car, spending 30 minutes a day reading. But the most important activity that you can do is learn how to have effective conversations and get these sampling products into the hands of people who want better health or better money or both. And again, let's all in the chat box say thank you, Colli, for all her hard work, because this is not easy, guys. This is not easy to prepare all of this. But now you've got the tools to share with others. So if you can copy and paste, there's no reason why you can't join us in the million and the multi-million dollar clubs. Back to you, Colli.
Well, thank you so much, and what an amazing Super Saturday it has been. It's awesome because everybody got to attend without getting in a car and driving to a hotel, or without paying your admission fee or any of that kind of stuff. And you can even be like me and still be in your PJs. So love technology today. Sure is a different industry. A couple things I want to show you, some things that are what's new, and then get to some of these questions. Most of the questions are about what I'm going to show you right now. So let's just go right to it. I am showing the blog, ourpowersystem.com. This is the blog for the My Power System users, although it's open to everyone and all of this information, whether you're a My Power System member or not. But here are some new things I'm going to show you. First of all, upper right-hand corner, subscribe to the blog via email. Every time we make a new post, it gets emailed out to the subscribers. You can subscribe to our newsletter as well. That's periodic. Like us on Facebook. If you click here and connect, you'll find My Power System on Facebook. So let's just go take a look at it. And when we do a post on the blog, it automatically goes on to the Facebook page as well. So if you're a big Facebook user, then make sure that you like us there. You'll be connected in the news feed, and you'll find out stuff that happens. And by the way, on our page, we have all the pages that we like, which is a good thing for you to find all the other pages, Facebook pages in the XANGO community that you may like to plug into. XANGO corporate page, which is facebook.com/XANGO Juice. But there's a lot of different pages to different product lines. There's MB30 pages and groups, and so do we. So plug into that and like us on Facebook and begin to get plugged into the XANGO community online. The other thing is, on the menu up here, you'll see Have You Heard the News? This is our news blog, and we've got some amazing news that's happened. So our news blog is HaveYouHeardTheNews.com, which is the news of everything great happening within XANGO Nation. And there's some very exciting things that have happened within XANGO Nation. And one of them is our XANGO University, which is about to launch here. So the post here on XANGO University says open enrollment begins soon. This truly is a university, folks, where the faculty is made up of XANGO premiers, 100Ks, 200Ks, 500Ks. We're actually all going to be meeting together in a couple of weeks for about a week and a half. There's going to be 23 premiers and above all meeting at Richard O'Brien's house. The week before that, we're going to be meeting at another leaders and with another group of leaders who are all getting together to provide the curriculum. A lot of it's already done, the first couple of modules before you get started module. Your first 30 days, getting to yes. I mean, these are going to be some tremendous modules, all part of XANGO University. So here's information, there's a little sneak peek at what the XANGO University is going to look like. We are very excited about the XANGO University, but what else? The XANGO University members, students, are going to have access to a variety of fun things, discounts, and one of the benefits of being a XANGO University member is a gift from us. It's actually a gift from us is our gift to you, where you can also use the sampling system to give gifts of health and opportunity to people. So this is just a sneak peek at what a gift from us is all about. It is a sampling website where you can focus on any of the 5 sampling products, hand out a sample of Ageless, and send your person to Dr. Templeman telling them all about Ageless. Hand out a sample of the Juice, the Limitless, the Ignite, the Reload. There are 5 sampling products, 5 tremendous videos, nothing on there except for give them the information, sign them up as a customer, and then begin the journey of sharing the opportunity however you see fit. So your follow-up could be a home meeting, your follow-up could be a webinar, your follow-up could be whatever it is that you want it to be. But all this is to help you use the sampling program to sample out products, get people to learn more about the products and want to purchase those products. And of course, a happy customer is the very best business candidate. So a gift from us is a free sampling website, free for all XANGO University members. So we're excited about that. There's a lot of other things. If you scroll down through here, the Summer Sizzling Sample Program, this tells you about the program, the different products that we have, how you can order it, all the details from XANGO, what's in it, and this has all the videos together that Dr. Templeman did on every single product, and they're all available for you to watch now. They'll all be part of the A Gift from Us sampling program. So have you heard the news.com? Go there and plug in. You can sign up on the email list right here so that you can be the first to hear the news whenever there's any news stories. And this news blog is all about XANGO news, whatever's happening in the XANGO Nation. It's not about any particular system or tool. It is about giving you the news that's occurring within this company as we get new information, like when our patent came out or whatever. You can be the first to know any XANGO news if you subscribe to the XANGO News blog. Have you heard the news.com? So that's right there, and on the Our Power System blog, you'll see the fourth section says Training, and then if you go to the Training Center, this is where you will find all the training documents, archives. The recording for today's webinar will be posted soon, maybe by the end of the day, maybe by tomorrow. It depends on how long it takes to populate a 2.5-hour long recording. But here are all three of my PowerPoints. You want those PowerPoints right now? You just simply go there to ourpowersystem.com, the Training Center under the Training tab, and there they are. So here's my business overview. And if you go to this and download it, it's going to open up in PowerPoint. I made it the old version of PowerPoint, so whether you have PowerPoint or Keynote, older version or newer version. And if you don't even have PowerPoint, it'll open in a PowerPoint viewer. If you don't have the PowerPoint viewer, it'll give you a download link to download that viewer. But the PowerPoints are there, and what I recommend that you do is you take the PowerPoint as your base and make it your own. Add a slide about you, your photos, your family, your whys, your goals, your why people want to be in business with you. And even if you think, why would people want to be in business with me? I don't know anybody. I don't have any money. I don't have any skills. I've heard this sometimes. Why? Because if you've got a dream and you've got a why and you're determined to get it, that's good enough for me, because I would want to be your business partner, because you couldn't do it without doing it with a team of other people. And people, right now, if you're brand new, you have the opportunity to determine who your partners are, that you're going to partner with and go the journey together and enjoy some of the greatest beaches of the world together. So that's it for the download. There's a lot of stuff here on the blog. You want to see what's going on with other webinars and other tools and stuff that's going on, go there. If you want to know a little bit more about other PowerPoints and stuff that's there, my Power System, I'll show you that real quick. But see, it opens up the PowerPoint, and all you have to do on anything, you can edit any PowerPoint. You want to put your photo there, click on it, delete, put in your own. It's just as simple as, add new slide, make your own slide. Make this your presentation. You live in Canada and you want to take this this chart, and there it is, and change the prices to reflect the Canadian prices. It's just right there, boom, and put in a new price. Everything is editable when you download the PowerPoint presentation, so make them whatever you want. You've got some other in your local area. I put AMP on because it's really big in Utah, and I just did a big event in Utah, and people are familiar with that. You might be in some area where you've got some other energy drink that everyone uses, and you want to put that up. Go to Google and do an image of whatever that product is. Look up that nutritional value. Put that information in there and make it your own PowerPoint. So this is about empowering you with the tools to empower yourself. So a lot of great stuff that's there. My Power System, people want to know what it is. Right there, there's a tab. You go to My Power System. My Power System has tools in it that can help you share additional information. In My Power System is product details on every single product. And we've got recorded webinars that go back years and years and years from doctors and professionals that can explain GLIPS and Junie and all of that. It is a wonderful follow-up tool. It is not necessary for the first exposure, but definitely for a long-term ongoing personal development education and having something that will easily provide answers and tools. It's a wonderful partner, and you can test drive it for just $1 for an entire week. So learn all about it there, and I think that's all I have. I got most of the questions answered in that. So Sandy, why don't you close us up for the day? You have to unmute yourself first.
Thank you. I'm talking and no wonder. Okay. This was a very special day, Colli. I mean, there's so much new happening and there's so much for people to catch up on, but it's not overwhelming. And I'm excited that you are going to break the recording up into the 3 separate sections. So we'll have those pieces not only to review, but to share with potential partners as well as existing members of our team. So there's no time to waste, guys. Half the year is already behind us. And if you're past 40 or 50, they're going into hyperspeed. So you have no time to waste. If you want to live life the way you've dreamed it to be, then you've got to commit to the process and understand that we are here to help you every step of the way. And with technology today, it is so different than even just 5 years ago. So if you still type with 4 fingers and 2 need spell check, even you can accomplish some great things, because all you have to do is use what we've created for you. So lots of people are going to be around today with other people at barbecues, at fireworks. Don't leave the house without your tools, just like a hairdresser would not leave the house without her scissors and her brush and comb, and a carpenter would never go to work without his hammer and his saw. You never leave the house without the intention to have a conversation and sample some of the hottest products in nutrition today. And the Sizzle Pack is now available in your back office to order for everyone. And there's quite a huge savings on the shipping as well. So it doesn't hurt that you save about $30 or $35 on the shipping when you order the Summer Sizzle Pack. I only hope that we can convince them to keep it in the fall as well. And with that, let's have an amazing, amazing weekend. Make a commitment and an intention that you will have no less than 3 conversations every single day asking questions about people's health and how are their finances holding up. And with that, again, thank you, Colli, for all that you do. And with that, we will say au revoir for today. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining us.